Hi everyone, today I'm going to show you how I'm making alcohol ink earrings. So this was my first time doing this whole process on Yuppo paper. I've only ever used inks in resin and I was kind of intimidated by this whole process, but I found it's actually quite easy. So first off, you need your Yuppo paper, and then I've got my inks, which I'm using Ranger and Pinata, and then I have the Pinata extender, which helps to move the inks around the paper, and then I've got my little puffer, which blows out the air to push the inks across the paper. I found this process was so fun and so easy. If you're not happy with a section or color combination, you can literally just add more inks or add more extender and just keep working the ink around the paper. My goal here was to cover the whole page because I'm going to be using the whole space, so I wanted it to be colored in. Okay, so now I'm going to be cutting out the shapes. I'm going with a simple circle shape as I'm just making some studs with these ones, and I'm just doing them in 2 sizes. So I'm finding the most pretty parts of this alcohol ink painting and obviously making sure I'm cutting in pairs because obviously earrings are done in pairs. Next step is to get my silicone molds that are in stud shape. I'm doing a layer of resin. I have used a gold metal metallic pigment powder that you can get from Art Tree Creations. It is just a beautiful gold and it's super rich. I'm just doing a super thin layer on these and I've let them set for about an hour so they're still quite sticky. I'm now placing my cutouts on there and I'm just pushing them down slightly because I want them to stick to the resin and be no air bubble gaps under there, and this worked quite well. And then I'm going to leave these for at least 24 hours before I do the top coat. And the top coat I'm doing is just plain clear resin, obviously because I want the alcohol inks to pop through. And honestly, like, I thought the alcohol inks looked beautiful before, but once you do that layer of resin, they just looked amazing. They were just so vibrant. Obviously, I put a little too much resin in these. This was my first time trying this whole process, and less is more, but I went a little overboard. But nothing a little sanding can't fix up. I can just cut all that excess away and just do light sand, tidy up around the edges, and then that will be fine. I've done obviously the 2 sizes. These are the small ones, and in the background you can see the larger sized. And they've turned out really good. I was really happy with them and I can't wait to glue on some post backs and turn them into studs. Always make sure that you seal your alcohol ink artwork before you put resin on top. I used a varnish spray, which I did several times, and then I did a matte finish over the top. I used the Kamar brand, I think that's how you pronounce it. It was from Art Tree Creations and it gave a perfect finish. I had no runs and they turned out perfect. If you want to see more of my creations, make sure to like and subscribe to my page, and I'll have some more resin and alcohol ink pieces